There's this narrative circulating social media, particularly by young men, where they talk about one day of the week which is particularly depressing, more so than others. That day is Sunday. And I thought about it and I realized, yeah, there have been times in my life where Sunday afternoon comes around and I think, oh, damn, what is the point of life? Why am I having to do the same thing over and over again? Now, before I get into this video, I want to preface it by saying that I have not done any scientific research on the matter whatsoever. This video is just my personal thoughts and feelings based on real life experiences as to why this might be the case. So first of all, when we look at Sundays, I think one of the reasons why it can be depressing is because a lot of the time they're very lonely. Throughout the week, from Monday to Friday, we're at work or doing something, so we're already distracted. And then on Saturdays, I feel like those are the days where people make most of their plans for the weekend because you can stay out till late, you have nothing to worry about the next day, and so you can go and have a nice time. Sundays come around now, and because you've been out on the Saturday before, you wake up late, there's not a lot of time left to be had of the day, and you don't make use of your evenings typically because you have Monday the next day, which of course is the dreaded day of work. So there are a few problems here already. One, you're waking up late. As soon as you wake up late and you realize that most of the day is gone, it can be easy for you to just think, well, the day is gone now, I might as well just waste the rest of it. And so that's why you end up seeing people in bed scrolling on TikTok, and then they realize, shit, I've wasted 5 hours of my life that I'm not gonna get back. And of course, that is just a depressing feeling within itself. No one likes to know that they've wasted their time. And then the second part of this is knowing that you have to return to a job that you might hate the next day. So you're anticipating this negative feeling already. It's almost like the whole day you're just waiting for the doom and gloom that is the grey Monday. I think that there are a couple of temporary solutions to be able to fix this, but I do believe that there is only one real way to solve the issue, but I'll get onto that in a second. The first way to fix this actually goes back to my first point, which is to make the most of the day. The way this looks like is making sure that you get up early. Don't get up at 2 p.m. in the afternoon, because then you've wasted the majority of your morning and there's not a lot that you can utilize for the day. I understand that you might have gone out the night before and it's good to get rest. However, if you get up too late, then the day is essentially wasted, and so you're gonna feel slumped and not feel up for taking seize of the rest of the day, you know, carpe diem. Now that you've gotten up early, you've got a lot more time to work with. Whilst you might not want to go out late in the evening because you've got work the next day, you can go ahead and see a friend for lunch. Sunday brunches are wonderful. I think they're a great way to get some added socializing in before the end of the week, before you have to go back to work, and just kind of enjoy your friends' company, reflect on the week, talk about how their week has gone. And so personally, I like to do a reset on Sundays as well to make sure that the rest of the week I'm prepared and I'm in a good environment. Of course, I work from home every day of the week, so I'm in this room, and throughout the week it can get messy. My headphones end up there, I've got books about letters. It's good to be able to reset the room so that you're in a good headspace when it comes to Monday and you're not flustered and all over the place. Speaking of which, the second point that I think is good to address is to shift your thinking about the next day. Sundays end up becoming depressing for a lot of people, like I said, because they're anticipating the day ahead, which they think is already gonna be a negative day. Sure, you're returning back to work, but you still have your evenings, hopefully, after work, right? So instead of focusing on the work that you have to do the next day, which for the most part, you can reason with me, it's not always as bad as you think it's gonna be, right? It's just kind of like in your head, mentally, you don't like your job, so you just think it's gonna be shit. But if you're doing something after work, let's say hitting the gym, then you can look forward to that. A lot of people don't like doing legs, so maybe that's not the one. But if you're going on Monday to the gym, then why don't you make it nice for yourself? Have an upper body or a pump day on the Monday, and then you can do legs on the Tuesday, it's fine. Being able to do these little things for yourself to get you in a better mood and looking forward for the next day, I think are really good tools to help us just enjoy our experience on this planet a little bit more. Now, with all of that being said, I think the real reason lies in the fact that we know that we're having to repeat a cycle, especially if you've had a bad week. Knowing that you have to do it all over again, essentially, can impact us negatively. The current structure that most of us follow, with working 5 days a week followed by 2 days of rest, I don't think really works for us. The time that you end up getting into your relaxation mode, you realize, shit, I've got work the next day. And so, yeah, no wonder why most of us don't feel infused for the next week, because it's like, I barely had a rest. you can feel the difference when you're on vacation. You actually truly get to de-stress and not have to think about work. But I'll tell you what was worse though, if you're working retail like I used to, we would have sporadic days. I was contracted to 5 days a week, so I might get a Tuesday and a Thursday off. Random days where most of my friends weren't free anyway. And then Sunday comes around and I'll think, yeah, cool, the week's done. No, I'm in work the next day, which I think really takes a toll on someone's mental health. Really, just not ever having a break and always having to think about going into work, it's not ideal. And so that's why I say the real solution to this problem is to escape the rat race that most of us are involved in. Am I close to doing that? No, no. And so in the meantime, I too will be following the 2 tips that I previously shared with you. We're in this together. Speaking of, I have just recently set up a Discord channel server, and essentially I want it to be a community for people that are like-minded like ourselves, that want more from life and want to improve their lives, self-improvement, all of that good stuff. My friend Rahul was the one that encouraged me to set it up, and so I said, okay, fine, here it is, link in the description. Go ahead and join. This is the reason why I'm saying it at the end of the video, because I want it to be the people that are actually gonna communicate and converse with everyone else to be part of the channel. Let's see how it goes. I'll see you over there. Other than that, as your friend, I've got you. Take it easy.